When it comes to inner parts work, or what some people refer to as inner child healing work, connection, things like that, there is many, many layers. Once you open that door of connecting with your inner child and all those parts, you're literally connecting with all of the parts from the time that you were conceived in the womb to when you were a baby, to when you were crawling, walking, talking, the 6 and 7-year-old version, the preteen, the teen, the young adult. You're connecting with all those parts. So I just want you to know that once you connect with one of those parts, and that, inner child version of you, whatever that version is, knows that there is an adult present, meaning you, this adult version of yourself, and that you're safe to start expressing and speaking up, if you will. That's why it feels like when you open that can of worms, it's like all this stuff. So what I want you to know is there isn't going to be, one person that you hire or an experience that you do or a podcast or a book or this one thing that is going to heal all of that. But what I do want you to know is healing is a web and it's all interconnected. And so, all the little things that you do compile and they do compound. Once you address one version of you, whether that be, the baby version or the 6-year-old version or the 12-year-old version, whatever that is, the other parts that are within you, because all of those parts still live within you, those are experiencing healing too in their own way by you just addressing that one version of you. And what I also want you to know is once you do start this healing experience, it's almost like those inner parts have been locked away in this jail for a long period of time, right? So if you can imagine that you finally have emerged from being locked away, things are going to feel so exciting and liberating, and this whole new world that you get to experience that you knew was out there, but also at the same time it's going to feel like a lot on your system. It's going to feel really bright and loud and too much and overwhelming. Even though it's all really good, you still need time to recalibrate to the good. And that's what I love helping clients with. A lot of you that come to work with me have been doing the work. You're in the work. You're not afraid to do the things. The place where you're at now is, calibrating and adjusting to feeling good in the now. And it's absolutely possible, but nobody's really out there teaching us how to feel safe in the good and to feel safe and being held and receiving. So that's why when clients come to me, they have these huge breakthroughs and these huge transformations and these huge aha moments with very subtle things. And it's not just because of my experience or my certifications or, because of my psychic, having all 4 clairs. Those are little pieces to the puzzle, but it's because I am a master at helping you anchor in everything that you have been working on and working towards. And it's just like it all coming together and anchoring in and then learning how to feel safe in that. And when we can do that, so much changes in our relationships, because the relationship with ourselves impacts the relationship with others, and your romantic relationships, and even some friendships. That is where way bigger healing happens, is inside relationships, specifically romantic relationships, because that's what most mirrors the caretaker relationships from your childhood. And when we can experience healing with those parts, it changes so much inside relationships with family members and friends, but especially romantic relationships. Then we can trust our partners to take charge, to plan dates, help us with things, for us to actually lean back and be in our feminine in certain parts of our life. I'm not saying to be in your feminine 100%. You absolutely need to know how to balance both. But so many women that come to me say they feel like they're carrying the weight of the world. And this is why it all correlates back to inner parts work. So if this resonates, come to the in-person retreat or book a one-on-one breakthrough session.